Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Barker. That's caught by the 6'8 tight end, Zach Gentry. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Looking to throw. Barker going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Give me some. Give me some. What we got? Kill.
First carry for James Conner. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 33.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Let's go, defense.
He'll try and run for it with Conner. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Steelers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
We go. 30 base.
You. Watch your ship. Watch your step.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So they start this game just like they won. Opening drive touchdown, a nice run there to finish it off.
Yeah, that's what we call an explosive run because of the distance. And being able to do that, that puts a little uncertainty in the minds of your opponent.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action. Now Garoppolo. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big-time play there for New Orleans. And even 60 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Garoppolo. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 8 yards out. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much with every play call you have.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Second and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
Taken right around the 44. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
Ready? 18, Gator.
Right there, 56. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Ready?
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
17 there and a New Orleans first down.
Here we go.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings, and for some reason it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Boston Scott, his first carry. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Right back to Connor here on 1st. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Tight end right. Tight end right.
On 2nd down now, it's Connor. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, Parker. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Ready, break.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
They'll run on 1st down. Connor. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst in, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
40.
Hey, Delta.
47 is the mic.
Yo.
On 1st and 10, Parker. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Mike's 47.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Parker looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
A 34-yard attempt.
And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Watch that in. Watch that in.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Garoppolo. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there for the Saints. 42 yards.
Here we go.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Going with Armstead, a 1st down carry. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
This is Armstead on the carry. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down. At the
Here we go. Here we go.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. That's caught. It's Thomas. 23 yards on the play. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game? He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Running it with Armstead. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Raquel Armstead, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lutz with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt this.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a draw play. This is Connor. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try to cut down the length of the drive.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Open man here is Scott, complete. Good footwork at the 30. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Got an open man, it's Scott. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
Here we go. 20. What we got?
On second down, Armstead. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. 50 to mark.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there as the first half is winding down, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Parker nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Here we go.
First down, Saints.
On first down, Garoppolo pushing him away.
Popped it right out there.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Play action, Garoppolo. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Devin Bush, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw is Garoppolo. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On second down, Connor looking for space. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Third and 6.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Barker. And that is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. He's going to field this at the 4. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Garoppolo on first down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 35. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 41 yards.
Here we go.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Scott. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up second and goal at the Steelers' 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Third down, it's Armstead. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Lutz's kick is good. But wait up now, a flag is down. If this is on the defense, they're going to get the first. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Raquel Armstead with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. James Conner, the running back, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. To throw on 3rd down. Barker finds his running back, James Conner. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Barker. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 1st down, Barker. It's caught by Moncrief. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Dante Moncrief. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10.
31. Steelers 21.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
First down, New Orleans.
Here we go. 180!
Right there, 56. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Right back to him on first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Spins away. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Steelers will go on offense here. 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Shaw, still on his feet. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. Like 80!
Double dog, that's the way.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Washington, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down.
Let's go, baby.
So that will push him back.
And now we know why he had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo looking long for Thomas. They got his man complete. A breakaway for Michael Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, 82 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Throwing on first down. Barker. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Looking to throw. Barker. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
They'll give it back to Armstead. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 6-yard line.
Here we go.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2.
Here we go.
That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They run it with Armstead. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Boom! That's how we do it, baby.
A big offense.